Hello, this is Sofia Martinez with Awaken Your Soul Coaching, and today I wanted to talk about unleashing lasting change through self-responsibility, the importance of being responsible, of taking ownership. The first thing that when you are facing change and you're going through change in your life, that recapping in other videos that I've shared about change is constant in your life. The What brings transformation is embracing that change and directing that change towards the transformation that you want to birth and embody through you and in your life. And so taking responsibility of that change and that transformation is key, therefore, because as change is naturally happening, and also you can cause that change in your life, you can direct the where your transformation is leading you. Because I have shared about the difference between change and transformation. Change is constant. Transformation is what happens through that change, what you direct, how you direct that energy that is happening. And so when you claim your power, that so often, sometimes when change happens in your life, you can feel disempowered. You can feel that there's no saying in this, and that you know, don't have control of what happens. But in every single situation, you do can control what happens here within yourself and what you decide to do in every circumstance that happens in your life. That you can, and depends on you. And so taking responsibility of your life uh, not only fosters empowerment and confidence within yourself, and a sense of hope and a sense of true excitement about the opportunity that is arriving in your life, regardless of the circumstance that is happening. You can also, what you're doing, you're cultivating long lasting change, because the moment you reclaim your power and take responsibility, doesn't matter what is presented in your life. You know that in moment to moment you have a choice, and you can decide what to do and how to face that challenge, that change that is happening in your life. And you can also start empowering and creating that change in your life, because there's different changes that happen, right? One change is a change that occurs, and it was sudden. And so that's the moment when you decide, by taking responsibility of your life, you can say, okay, this was beyond my control, and with this situation, what do I decide to do? How do I decide to respond? And what I want to make out of these circumstances to create maybe growth in myself and learning in myself, or a positive experience in this situation. The other one is when you are choosing that change and creating that change from within. And so by creating that change from within, you are creating that transformation in your life. And so there's many moments in your life when things are not working anymore. Perhaps you're not getting the result that you want in your life, and that's when you make a choice where it's like, okay, something needs to change here, because I keep changing my actions and getting the same results. This is where I can come in, and this is the whole foundation of my work. Though we go a step deeper on, it doesn't matter that you change actions, you're gonna get the same result, because your perspective is still the same. If you're still not taking responsibility and how you're feeling and how you see yourself, you're gonna continue repeating the same actions and getting the same results. And so that is crucial, taking responsibility of your life. And as a powerful creator or co-creator of your life. And so, because every time you make a choice, you're making a choice from your whole belief system. So if you don't go into your belief system, you don't understand why you're choosing what you're choosing, and you think that's the only choice perhaps that you have. And so facing fears of uncertainty is the other piece that it's important. And facing your fears it's crucial because that's what stops us, right? And actually, the treasure of what you're looking for is beyond your fear. It's in your fear itself. When you face your fear, you understand that it naturally dissolves because in fear, you're either in the past, you're connecting to the past and everything that perhaps went wrong or failed or felt like a failure. And so you're stuck in that energy. In your present, you're always going to face whatever is happening in your experience in FaceTime, like right here, right now. There's, the fear that occurs in present moment is that something is coming to you in present moment and you're running away or you're fighting and defending. But the fear that is constant in your mind that is blocking you to reaching the and following your heart's desires, then that is simply coming from your past. And so the moment you go in there and you face it, you recognize actually the ways that you're limiting yourself and the ways that you can move through it. And you discover yourself in your true potential by going through your fear, moving through your fear, and understanding that fear is not against you, it's actually working with your fear that will empower you into growth. The next step is the power of asking questions. And I find from, childhood where you didn't want to ask questions, you wanted to have the answers. What was important and how you were smart and how you were valued was if you had answers, not questions. As a coach today, I understand the power of asking questions because questions that have led my life, like what is the meaning of love, is not a question that I am supposed to be answering. I'm using that question as an amplifier, as a guide in my life, and that empowers me to discover what is the meaning of life in my life moment to moment. And so the power of questions, of asking questions to yourself, what is important to me? What is essential for me? What is this change coming? Why is this change coming and happening in my life? And so I wanted to bring three questions, three essential questions that you can ask yourself in this process of creating, when you want to create long-lasting life change in your life by taking responsibility. And so these three questions are gonna bring you back into your power, because so often we lose power in the moments where we don't know what's our next step. Perhaps we feel afraid, perhaps we feel fear, and we feel like overwhelmed, and we feel like we have the belief that whatever is happening we can't control and we can't do anything about it, or you can't do anything about it to change it. So these three questions are going to give you exactly the guideline and the compass for you to start coming back into your own power and start creating the transformation from within to create that long lasting life in your life. The first question is, what opportunity that does this change presents to me? So what is the opportunity here for me in my life, for myself and in my life? What is the opportunity? Second, how will I feel through this change? So when I am facing this change and this circumstance and the whole experience has completed, how I am gonna feel. So what's the emotional quality that I will acquire through this experience? What is the gain in a way, but through the emotional lens? And the third question, what are the steps that I can take through this change? So, in other words, what depends on me in the change that is happening in my life? The change that either is happening in your life or the change that you want activate in your life. What depends on me? What are your aligned steps that you can take to support yourself, to activate this change, and to respond the way that is aligned with that emotion that you named on the second question? So, the first, what's the opportunity here? When you learn about the opportunity, you're gonna soon learn what is the learning. So what is the feeling that you will gonna learn? So that learning and that opportunity is gonna activate a feeling within yourself, an emotion. So what is that emotion that you will acquire? And the third is, what are the aligned steps to get to that aligned emotion, to that opportunity, to that learning? And so there you're going to start grounding and moving through your inspired action, through your heart-centered action, in alignment to that opportunity and to that growth. No matter what the circumstance of change that is happening in your life, you have reclaimed your own power and empowering yourself in love towards that opportunity, towards that growth, and in alignment with who you want to be as a human being, as a person, and how you want to experience your life and yourself through the process of your life that is constantly changing and through the process of transformation. So I hope that served you. Want to thank you for watching. I encourage you to share in the comments, and also to share your insights, to share questions. As you know, we grow together. This is a space to grow together and heal together. So all in service for you to move in the direction of the calling of your heart with confidence, in trust, and in love. Sending you lots and lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.